Wednesday. It's on the Daily Snail, who's in here now. And this is the 14th of February. So we're going to start from there, okay? Now, bear in mind, as we watch this, me and Delusive Angie have never, ever been friends. We've never been in each other's friendship circles. We've always had sort of not even a beef. It's kind of just been like backwards and forwards, nothing really serious. Thank you so much, Tony. Oh my God, Tony dear, I love you, and thank you so much for everything you always send to me. Thank you, my darling. Yeah, everyone's Alice. I'm Spartacus. That's what it's like, isn't it? Everybody. Yes, my lovers. So, anyway, my fucking fringe is flat as the pancakes to me. This is a fringe, by the way, before you say it. Extensions. It's my fringe. So we're going back to Valentine's Day, so you'll see it unfold, okay? So, yous all want to know. I imagine. So, you want to know where this has come from, don't you? And I've got it. I've got how Gracie got brought into it, first of all. Kevin! I've got everything. So I'm going to show you it, okay? So I'm only going back to the 14th of February. I'm not going to go to last year or the year before and what's been said a year ago, because we've never actually been friends. So when you hear me on this one clip where I go, I'm going to break you mentally, you need to be broken mentally, that is fucking a response to an argument situation, not even saying she's never been my friend. It's not like I have to protect her feelings, she's not my friend. But anyway, we're going to see how we got to where we are, okay?
Buddy, is anyone doing anything nice today?
So just to prove where we're starting, I chose this clip, which is Valentine's Day. There we go. So the 14th of the 2nd, which is also Valentine's Day, this was done.
So, okay, so both. So you agree the mother made a big mistake in allowing this man, allowing this man to lie in bed with her son.
Because I'm only bothered about this situation, not about 10 years ago, a year ago, or anything. I'm bothered about how we got here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I do agree. Yeah, both.
Okay, so we're not victim shaming, as Kales likes to put it.
No, and please don't forget,
Snowy, thank you so much for the watch out. Thank you so much, my lovers. Oh my God, I think I'm over 100,000 diamonds. I am just hit 100k diamonds in 29 minutes. Cam Tibbers. But you cancelling me. Oh, my views are only on 717. Yet I make more money than you with all your 3,000s or whatever it is.
I've never once called her a nonce. Please don't forget that. I think
there you go, Corey Jim.
What she done was she used him for his bank account. That's what I've said. I've called Danny every name under the sun.
Besides all that, how could EQ have been responsible when the mother let this guy, not only in her home now, you're confirming that the mother...
Because I was called to groomer, wasn't I? I'm just showing that Canadian Angie has always said different.
Mother allowed Danny in the bed. How are you putting the responsibility on the queen?
But nobody's got proof of that. The mother haven't said that out of her own mouth. All we've got is EQ on that.
But you said it. You said it today that the mother allowed. You said the kid was in bed with Danny.
Thank you,
because it came out of EQ's mouth earlier when she went live. You need to catch up with everything. I'm not adding anything together. I'm not jumbling anything together. I'm literally playing videos that is on the FYP.
Okay, I'm going to say this for everyone concerned, everybody that's involved in this.
Evil Bush, thank you, my darling.
You need fucking facts.
Everyone follow
I have done facts
from
the parents, Angie, and I've done facts from her. Well, what do you want me to do?
I want you to provide facts that the kid was in bed with the guy. Because that's right now is hearsay. That just came out of EQ's mouth. We don't know if it's true or not.
Oh, well, hold on. You must believe your leader immediately.
Thank you, Kelly.
Nobody's my leader. I'm the only one.
You'll see throughout the course of this how they worked on a Canadian Angie. Little droplets of poison. That's the first droplet that you've seen. This on the 14th of February. Remember, I'll give you the date for everything and who it's by, so you can go and check. And by the way, you can go to the 14th of February, Valentine's Day, and check the Observer for my live and go forwards from there, because that's where I've started. So if you want to prove that I've said something different or I'm lying, go to the Observer and my entire lives are there.
My leader.
Are you sure?
Nobody's my leader. Nobody's my nothing.
See, your leader. So trying to make Canadian Angie think she could get no one's my leader, because that's what they do to me. It's gaslighting, isn't it? To make you, like, believe that, like, you know. So, that's the first bit of poison.
Again.
If something is wrong,
That's why they both say again all the time, because they're both talking to each other consistently.
Wrong, I'm going to say it's wrong. I'm not going to side with anyone. I don't have a leader, and I think you know me better than that.
Oh, but I have coerced you and had you under coercive control for 4 years, you said yesterday. Well, here you're saying, I think you know me by now, that nobody is my leader. Oh, that's not what you're saying. You're trying to come across as a victim of, you know, manipulation and etc.
Right, if EQ is not your leader, then what I can do, with your own permission, is send you everything that I have received, and then you can make your own judgment, Deb.
I've heard, but if it's everything you've put out there, I've heard everything.
No, because again, everything, because obviously I've got a vendetta. Just listen to it from a non-biased side. His views are clearly dropping. No, my views are not dropping. But thank you for following me.
I want you to tell me if I have a
Don't
child...
take it, Angie. EQ makes you the biggest wrong, and in the chat, I got your address. That's going next.
The EQ Minx was threatened with her address the 14th of February.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me this. If I have a child...
Yeah.
And I allow a man into my home and allow that man to get in bed with my son...
You don't know whether that's true or not, though.
But exactly, neither do you. This was
But
my
it's
point.
coming out of EQ's mouth. EQ said she knew.
But people could say things when they're mad like you do and I do. It's like, fuck off, whatever. We don't know. And even if that is fact, Evil Queen said that, and that is a fact, how is she supposed to stop it? The only thing she could have done is call that mother and say, look, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing letting that guy sleep in the bed with your child? That's all she could have done. At the end, the responsibility laid on that.
I've had a lip flip done. So now I'm going to try and drink stuff because it started to take effect. It feels like it's all falling at me mouth.
Mother. If EQ is correct in saying that Danny got in bed with an underage kid in the mother's house, what was she supposed to do about it? And this is how I logically think. The only thing...
Well, like, maybe stopping her friend from going anywhere near a 14-year-old in the first place.
Thank you, XOXO.
Is picked up the phone, called that mother and said...
Oh my god, bloody hell. It's the cup, isn't it? It's the cup. I think it's the cup, because the cup's white. Oh, please hurry up. Oh, that's it. No. It so does me head in when this happened, honestly, it really does. Oh, I'm gonna have to get rid of the cup of tea. Let me drink some. There we go. I'll give up with the tea. Come back. Oh, there we go.
Look, I don't trust this guy, even though he's my friend. What? Please don't allow him.
So why didn't she do it?
Because I do trust my friend. And I'm not involved in what plans Danny makes to go and see Leanne. Because that's who he was friends with, Leanne. So I'm not involved in Danny's life in every single aspect to know who he's going friends with, who he's visiting and all.
We don't know if she did. We don't know.
Right.
She hasn't spoken. She said what she's replied to what you're going on about. We don't know. And these are my...
Okay, so that's 14th of February.
Yeah.
The 15th of February.
I'll find out where she lives, where her grandkids go.
So she said this about misread.
Yeah. I'll find out where she lives, where her grandkids go to school. I'll find out everything. Tell her to try it this time. Tell her to do it. Tell her to mention my fucking name, and I'm not kidding. There's no storyline. What do we know is in the...
This is a woman who's weak enough to be susceptible to manipulation, financial grooming and stuff.
boxes. The boxes are full. Are you blind? Corey, fix your glasses.
Notice how Corey's always there. Isn't he Miss Red's friend?
Like, honestly, Angie, I don't know how you've done it, sweetheart. You've let so many people.
I don't care.
Oh,
if he comes
yeah.
after me, then I'm going after her.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the 15th of February. 16th of February.
First of all, I thought you made up with
Thank you,
Zek.
Matthew.
So basically, because you're falling out of EQ, you've now fallen out of Zek. Okay, so you've definitely gone on the other side with the misread and all.
So what I'm showing you is every interaction that me and Deleuze have had in between Canadian Angie and Corey. So to keep you up to date with what I'm actually doing here, and the reason why I'm showing these is to show every interaction from the 14th of February, because before that there was nothing. There was no nothing kicking off really, or nothing. You know what I mean? You can go back further if you want, but only this year we're focusing on, because why do we have to go back a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? You know what I mean? when it's not relevant to this. We want to see how we got to here, because Delusive said I've been picking and picking and picking at her, and I've been doing stuff to her, so let's watch.
And all that, haven't you? Because he's her mod now as well. Yes. Funny enough, they were slating each other not so long ago. Now he's her mod. Yes. And no, like I said,
there's no point tapping the screen because the live's on sub only, so it won't get shared out to anybody. So just 100,000 taps does me.
What's his name? Zach didn't dox misread. I did.
So that's on the 16th of February. The 16th of February again. We've got.
Look at the stuff she's done. Look at the things she's done.
We've got Angie agrees with DG about DQ. She's just doing the FYP here, so I'm not saying anything's wrong with anything that's being said. I'm just showing you there's no big drama like she's made out.
This isn't me.
So this is just, don't take for 1 second that I'm saying, oh, she shouldn't have spoke about me or any of those things. I'm happy with whatever, but don't lie. You know what I mean? As if like I've done something extra.
Or anything like that. She knows this herself, right? And her people.
I'm a little bit blurry.
So that shows what type of people they are, right? And then she can probably fuck with someone's head enough to manipulate them into doing something that they would get jailed for, so she doesn't have to lift a finger.
So again, as they like to say, I'm not bothered about her covering all of this on the FYP. I've never had a problem. So why she thinks there's a problem, we're going to see. Because she's claiming it to be down to the ADHD. Remember that. That's her base of her argument, is she doesn't like that I said she can't blame ADHD. Oh, we're going to see.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think, I think EQ can manipulate people into doing things and
remember, I laughed about this and said, yeah, I can, and that's on the 16th of February, so you can go back to the 15th and see what I said prior, you know what I mean, for instance. The 16th of February.
Off he goes.
He sits in there, doesn't he?
I'm just showing the relationship changing and everything as well.
He did sit in there for a while and everyone was going after him, and that's fine. They can beat him up all they want. I don't care. But, and two, he's on Red's side, and I'm not going after Red, but I did see screenshots that I wasn't happy with. So he said to me she doesn't want any beef, and I'll leave.
Beverly, thank you so much for the carousel, my darling. Can everyone please follow our lovely Beverly? Anyone who gets pinned, the part of our community, obviously it's sub only, so make sure to give them a follow.
Leave her alone, that's fine. I mean, me and Chloe. Huh?
Red.
Yeah. But, I mean, he talked to me about that, and I said, look, if she doesn't come after me, I'll leave her alone. If she comes after me, then I'm going after her. But that's it. There's no best friendships. Nobody's singing Kumbaya together. I think that whole EQ and Corey and Rickster, it was going to get way worse. Mm-hmm. And Rickster doesn't shut the hell up. He just lies and lies and lies. And, again, you have to figure there's elderly people would have got involved that don't need to be involved in all this. And I think it just...
Wake up the next fucking day.
So the 16th, this is when it all started turning a little bit, because they were all making up together, whereas you know me, I don't make up with people like that. I wouldn't be making up with Miss Red. Like, it'd have to be some event on here. So they were all making up with each other. So Corey kept disrespecting Delusive all the time, phoning this place, that place, doing the most. And I don't like Corey because of what he was doing around me. But Canadian Angie kept going back and back and back, and then they were not friends. She was cussing them, then they were friends. So she Delusive didn't like that she felt that everybody kept making up, but I wasn't included in that.
Listen, I don't know if there's an agreement, yeah, and you decide to, oh, okay, there's an agreement, yeah. I get that, yeah, because obviously it was going too far with these doxing shit, yeah. It was going too far. But this Corey doxed me, and you're all friends.
You're friends with him, though. See what I mean about her expecting the most but not giving it back? Thank you, Mel and SAS. That was my point a long time ago. Thank you so much. She's saying that nobody should be friends with Corey. And now look at her now in the here and now, only a month later. So that's what I mean about her. She changed. I can't put up with that, you know what I mean, around me. I don't want all these wrong-uns around me. And you'll hear how much Corey, because I know he's an arch. He doesn't ask me, but with these, they fell for it, hook, line and sinker. That you've heard already the first bit of poison dripped.
Oh, what the hell? Now that I think it was a setup.
That's what I felt. It was all an action movie,
Well, this man, and it wasn't a setup with me, doxed me on his live.
Yeah, and the same. So why were you friends with him afterwards then?
and I had my opinions, and I supported EQ, and I support this. You know, I supported people on this app.
See, she's saying she supports me like I was involved. I don't want nothing to do with these people, so what is she talking about? This is what I mean? So she starts to turn, it's her, all the time. Because she's speculating that I'm part of a plan, involved, do you know what I mean? Which is not the truth. So she gets there through lies, and then she spins it, and everybody just chat shit then.
Now they all want to be friends again and jumping into each other's box and play happy fucking families.
I know, we had all...
But I don't think they are friends, Angie.
Right? Because you said a lot about me last night, because everyone in the comments is telling me that. Yeah?
The comments lie.
What I'm saying, yeah, is, right, I understand you want a truce, yeah?
I don't want a truce with any of these people. They're all done out to me, so I never wanted any truce.
You don't talk about me, I don't talk about you. Absolutely. And that's why I said, well, about the...
Right, so, again, the 16th. And I'm saying again because it's the same day. Corey and Canadian Angie are in tune with each other. That's why they say it so repetitively in unison. Thank you, Abby.
That's why I go in to block them. But I think if this was all real, then before the grandparents got involved and pictures were being... Because I was sent pictures of Corey's grandparents.
What do I have to do? Do I have to dox Corey, do I?
No, don't dox anyone.
What is it that Cam doing saying she's an onion? What is it? Just come for me then? You're going to all come for me? Because I had an opinion. Not you. It's not talking about you, Canadian.
I wouldn't. I had my opinion too. And I did say...
Cam to me, Corey.
But I did say from the beginning that I thought it might have been a setup. I don't...
And I'm the only consistent out of all of these people, if you notice. I have not made up with anybody. I've not done any of these things. These are all flip-flops, you know what I mean?
No.
And anything I have ever done, I've told you about. I've always come on and told you because I don't hide anything.
I have no clue. I don't know. I hope, like I said, I hope not. But I myself, and I'll share them with you if you want.
But listen to it even there. I hope it's not. Why would them doing all that to me be a setup? So what I'm going to be involved in people saying all this, doing they talk shit.
The law, all my videos, everything is out there, and it makes me laugh when people go, I'm going to do an exposure on Angie. Oh, for fuck's sake. Everyone's done it on the air, but it's the same old videos, you know what I mean?
And everyone's already done it to me, same old videos, so...
Same old videos that Corey played of me that everyone has seen. Oh,
see what I mean? But she's friends with Corey, and I'm the worst in the world. Thank you, Michelle.
Not again. I exposed...
Show the footage other than a year ago when I wasn't even living where I'm living now. It's a totally different environment, a lot. Look, she said she'd break me mentally. You've called me Andrew and everything. Should we go back and find all of those things? So, keep referencing it all you like. I'm about to prove that this was led up and built up by Canadian Angie, Corey, and her.
I expose myself every day on...
Because I'm at the top, so I don't need to bow down to anybody or talk to anybody behind closed doors. Oh, this, that, and the other.
The app. Everything, I don't do anything off air. I don't check, I don't have Facebook. I don't research people. I don't look into people. I might get information about people from other people, but I don't do any of that kind of shit. It's kind of weird, you know, and bizarre. It says...
And also to clarify, Canadian Angie tried to cherry pick and change what I said in the voice message too when she said she doesn't record anything, but I've never sent a voice message. That's how oblivious I am to not even think about it whenever I've messaged her. I did not even realise that she's never sent me a voice message. I've not even went to check whether that's true or not. But she said that yesterday. Look, see, she said she doesn't. No, I don't record calls. You're nothing but a liar. Stop lying about me. You know, because I said in the voice message, and you can play anything you want to mix. I'll play all of it. So I didn't even realise that she'd never even sent it. That's how oblivious I am and how I don't do those things. Weirdos.
People that dox and do vile things. Oh, exactly. I think he needs to talk to his friends. Do you know what I mean? As to what...
So this is the 16th again. So I'm showing here that look at what Corey's done to Delusive every day, every week, every day, every week. And me, I just come and do my FYP and go. But it's all about me. But look at what this lad's done to Delusive. And she sits there and dares to say anyone's the biggest troll when she's sitting with him.
The thing is, right, if you were telling the truth, it wouldn't matter who you put in to ask questions, right, because you're telling the truth. Because you know that I'll get to the bottom of it.
Blinky, thank you.
Because you're a liar.
Thank you, of course, thank you.
Yeah, and everything you have said is you're a liar.
I know exactly. And he'll chat like, we love you, Corey. But look at what he's done to her. I said once, so the way to break her is to break her mentally, say stuff about her mum and all that, yeah. So, she said weird stuff about me. But yous are holding on to it like, ooh, look, A year ago this was said. I've made up with her 10 times since. You know, but we'll go back to it because what Delusive always says on Air Live as well is, why are you going back into the past? You just did it, literally on the last clip. Fluffy, thank you so much, my little fluff star. Thank you, beautiful. I love it when you dance for me. Everyone, please follow our lovely Fluffy.
My God, she's actually copied EQ. This is getting even more embarrassing.
He's lying. Lying for his goddamn teeth.
So look at their relationship. I was never friends with the woman. He pretends to be friends. Canadian Angie joined CLA's box, so this is on the 16th of February. This is just to show that she was fine with me. So when she says I've had suspicions for a while and all that, no, it was born off poison dripped into your ear, and we're going to see it all.
You know what? If I can just say this, you two don't have to be best friends.
So this is only on the 16th of February. We're only on the 15th of March. Not even a month ago. Canadian Angie was there in defence of me. Listen.
But at least just be like amicable on the
So I'm not doing anything, saying anything bad. I'm just showing you how it built up. So what's she going to come and say? Oh, isn't she terrible, showing you how it actually happened? Because I'm telling you the dates and everything. You can go and check everything. Thank you, Eva Racing Girl.
Yeah, it's the civil. I don't need to have no beef with.
So there she was sticking up for me.
Mind what other people's doing.
17th of February.
Unless it actually affects them in the real life.
So this is what I'm going to, because she's sitting with these people in those boxes last night, and you've heard them all go at me and this, that and the other, and listen what the lovely little Maddie or Jenny Lee, whoever it is saying what should be done about the situation. So take your own advice.
Just stay out of it.
So if everyone wants to call on Ricky Anthony Walker tomorrow, the HMRC, and see if he's paid his taxes. That's his name.
This is a woman who I've managed to manipulate, apparently. Look at how venomous she is in every situation. She hides behind the fact that I'm worse somehow, but she's terrible.
So it's in the papers anyway when he was defrauding the people. It's not a secret. It's public knowledge. So that comes from the papers. And
so it's none of your business, Jenny Lee, with your little soft voice, or Maddie. So keep out of it. You've just said it.
It's the three of us.
Canadian Angie and Torian joined Luke's boxes. I would never sit with Torian. Do you know what I mean? Look at how many people she sat with. And I wasn't allowed to speak with Prince Brat, Miss J, many people. She told me I couldn't speak to, and we watched it all live because I used to ask, are these all right? If I'm manipulating her, why am I saying, are these all right, Canadian Angie? Are we okay to speak with these? So you controlled and manipulated me and my platform with your money.
Right.
Hi, Luke.
And all I wanted was friendship.
Hello,
Hi.
beautiful.
Hi.
Hello, two beautiful
Luke,
ladies. Hello.
I have one question before we start. Who blocked?
So you're sitting with Torian. Order as well. This Eva Queen reads out, message away Miss Red's asking for her address. So I was just going to remind you this because she's been talking about this morning. We still got all this, love.
Thank you, George.
Okay, so Rickster doing this about Canadian Angie. As you know, I took to my platform to defend this, even though he was me, you know what, and everything. You know, I still did it and put myself in more of a firing line. So that's what he did to you. So everyone's done all these things to you, but I've done terrible things to you, Canadian Angie.
With her, not like.
Goddess talks about EQ. That's just to show you when this was, because obviously a reference point, you know, with your mind, it's all right me reading dates to you, but you know this is around when Chelsea, you know, was thinking I was going to be a friend again and that, so it shows you the timeline.
Never mind the pipe, sweet.
So that just shows you she was still in the flat at this time.
Always be 10 steps ahead.
So Delusive says she'll always be, she'll always be 10 steps ahead, so this is just proving her intentions from quite a while ago. It's gone back this. She's been doing this for a while. And watching it all today, when I was getting all these, it's like, wow, she's literally been doing it in front of everybody's face. Only I'm not stupid and didn't want to be around her no more.
There's nothing I've done. There's nothing that's happened. Rick also knows that if he says anything, I will play the voice recordings.
You're all rats. Always playing each other's voice recordings, doing this, that and the other. I played my abusers. Like women post the bruises, you know what I mean? But you, and all those around you are rats who just leak each other's messages, expose each other. Stay away from me from now on. All of yous.
And then he doesn't want to.
Yeah, I think.
And you're giving no sympathy to Rebecca Goodwin. This is just to show you a reference point of when this was, so you know I'm not skipping forwards any. This is literally what's happened.
People come on my platform for content, and I'm going to stop that from happening.
So she was starting to kick up on the 18th of February. It started, can you see it starting to like be like, first of all, it was everyone's making up, and now it's, can you see it? What I'm trying to show you is...
I have noticed they all do it. They all want to get in the box.
And we have got all my responses too, because I've got them too. So when I was doing my FYP, as you know, I can see who's on the screen when I was scrolling through these YouTubes. So I can see everything that I've said about her, you know what I mean? So we can see my responses. They have
their little personal arguments, then they go on their own platform, yeah, and they have content. They get it from... One sec, I've got this.
This is just a timeline to show you around the date.
Anything to eat, nice to eat for the...
What's that chick's name? She hates Evil Queen.
So here she is sitting with EQ Minx. Oh shit. Oh, I don't know what's going on today, Midden. She's sitting with EQ Minx here, Canadian Angie, and she's slagging EQ Minx off now when EQ Minx has done nothing. She's saying she come for a last time, this, that and the other. No, you're in an argument. 2 years together. You're both women. Why can't you have an argument? Look what you did last time! So what? This is this time? If you have to reach in the past, Canadian Angie, to justify the future, I'm not trying to justify anything because I've not done anything. I'm just showing everybody that you've sat with EQ Minx on the 19th of February, but she was this awful person.
Moon.
There's Evil Teapot too, and you said about Teapot that you got rid of them a while ago, but you sat with them on the 19th of February.
Yes, yes. And we were putting it all in the chat like he's a liar, he's trying to...
So it's alright to get the support of my community, but they're all rats now and all blocked.
Immigrant.
Okay, so she had the argument about the racism. Remember, I stuck up for her and I said it wasn't racism. She blah blah blah. So I stuck up for her.
The other day, I had to get.
Corey and Torian discussed Canadian Angie and why Corey wanted to end the feud with Evil Queen. So Canadian Angie again mentioned, and look at all these things that Corey's done to Canadian Angie, but she sits with them like a little bestie when I've done nothing to the woman. You'll find one argument a long time ago. That's it. I don't mean. Let's focus on this year, Canadian Angie.
Get onto her because she wanted
and how we actually got here. Not you being fake friends with me for however long again. You, again, because I can say again, Chelsea Liar to you, fake relationships, you've all done it to me. And then you're upset when I won't lie down. You know what I mean? They all sit there and go, I was faking it. And every one of them, if you listen to them, they're all telling everybody I was fake friends with her. I was only friends with her for this reason. So I believe friendship. So how are they pretending to be good people? It doesn't make sense.
To send pictures of your grandparents to Delusive Angie. Like, why do you have people's family members in your phone?
So I found it quite weird when you said that, because I was like, what, she sent them?
Mm-hmm. No, she was going to, I think, and I think...
So look at who they sit with. Is the point I'm making. Corey and Torian, they're all wrong uns. But Canadian Angie wants to go over there with them, you know what I mean?
Hi guys.
So remember, she said she was leaving TikTok. I said, bullshit, she's not leaving, don't be silly.
I'm an immigrant.
So that's just, she wasn't happy with Luke, but she sits in Luke's box.
That's what people say to me.
She goes, I'm never joining Luke's box, then she's joining. I can't be around people like that, everybody. Which is why I don't want to be around Delusive. So she read out messages about Luke on the 20th of February.
I've got loads of videos to be doing.
Pearl speaks about EQ, 20th of February.
The point is...
Jack, speaking about me. 20th of February also.
Woman in it, I don't want to know.
More manipulation. I won't speak to you if you're friends with her. Look at what's been happening for months with many different creators.
That's not a possible.
Where's the footage of me doing anything to these people other than responding to their clips that are on the FYP talking about me? And anyone who's watching via Cam 2, you can come to my profile and there's a subscription link and you can come straight in and talk to us. So this is with a message to Delusive Angie.
Possibility for me. I don't have that possibility. I don't have that luxury of a relationship with my biological mother. I know others that she just sat there and said, I just want you to sort your life out.
Fake as fuck. You slag Sheila all the time.
You're allowing to control.
So this was her talking about, obviously, when Jack went live, that I just showed you that little clip there.
You. If you're going to tell the truth, then it wouldn't matter who you put in, right? It's like you've got like a little script. You're a child, you're a baby, grow up, because you need...
I'm just showing you what a flip-flop she is. 1 minute she's defending me. Like I said, I gave the reasons why I don't want to be friends with her. She's a flip-flop. She says one thing 1 minute. She sensationalized my life and then says, people use me for my platform. Oh my God, everyone's using me. You're using my life constantly. I don't come to you. You talk about me constantly in my life.
Need a woman to tell you and who to put.
So this just shows 1 minute she's all right, the next. I don't want that.
Profile.
So this is just to show you the timeline. Thank you, Colette. So this is even before the Windows, I think.
What he's doing to children online.
So this is just to show you the date, 21st of February.
Yes. So TikTok.
So she talks about the favourites app that she's going to leave. Thank you so much, Britt. Thank you, my love.
What's your name? Queenie.
That's when I met the woman. Do you remember? The Sally Morgan.
Evil Queen.
Just to dateline yous. Thank you so much, Eva Sebastian. Make sure to get pinned.
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, Sam. Wait, Marie, Sam.
So look, they're on holiday. Corey was on holiday.
Someone is doing a deep dive on me. Dave, can I say something? Yeah? Someone is, I'm not saying who, but someone's doing a deep dive on me.
That I piss myself that much. My piss is that strong.
22nd of February. 22nd of February. Within a minute of Corey saying to his team to report Angie, she gets banned. This is somebody she's sitting with relentlessly, but I'm the worst in the world because a year ago I said, let's break her mental health in an argument. So you've sat with me since then, and I've done nothing. You have done all of this, Delusive. You're not my friend anyway, you never have been, so stop acting as if like, oh, Evil Queen, she betrayed me. I was never your friend, we've never been friends. We've just always had a little backwards and forwards. Sometimes we're alright, sometimes we're not. But you have created all of this and we're going to see. He's always setting her up.
I knew as soon as I said that.
You just called her Black Cat.
You know what I mean? So he's constantly trying to shit stir for her.
Everything you're doing up.
So that's dating it. Dating it again, 23rd of February.
Listen.
23rd.
It's quite okay. What are you going to do about the
Just showing you that they've sat together non-stop here and Corey, no matter what he's done, reporting, I do this, but she won't sit with Alex Brigham, who's done less. Corey's done the most to her, you know what I mean? CLA telling Rickster she's got Canadian Angie's and Evil Queen's address.
Angie, oh my, you know she had a ham.
And I've stood by her through all of this. So when she goes, I've stood by Evil Queen. Me too, because I was your mate.
Bag and a coat.
You didn't do me anything I didn't do for you.
Rickster, that I did. And I sent it to her in Canada. I've got her address.
I'd laugh if they all end up lynching her now, you know, because like they don't like her. Do you think Corey looks like he likes her? Does Delusive look like she likes her? You know what I mean? Does anybody but me? You know what I mean? So go and sit with all these people, and you never come back to me. This isn't me wanting you to renege or agree to nothing. I'm just showing everybody that you're a liar. That there's no big build-up. You're not a vulnerable person. You've never been vulnerable. You're absolutely vile. That's why I was mates with you. Thank you, Colleen. Remember I was saying she's gone savage lately. I'm loving it.
I'm not getting hurt.
Oh, and about your racist.
So he brought Pearl in with Delusive, knowing. Thank you, Evil Virgo. 22nd of February.
This is a friendship group. I asked Angie if she wanted me to shut it down. I've never reported.
Canadian Angie doing to Lulu Angie's box say Chelsea Jessica is behind the troll account. So this is where it all started. More so because I said that Canadian Angie was bullied in one of these lives.
With Angie in my life.
Yeah, okay. And I'm going to bet you Angie's security is Chelsea. I will fucking bet you. And I'm going to...
How can it be Chelsea when it's coming for Chelsea?
And Delusive said she had this wrong.
Hi, Anne.
Oh, I'm Blairy. I didn't even notice.
WhatsApp group. You guys know when I found.
This is so annoying. Why does it just do it randomly? I don't get it. It's like every few minutes it goes perfect, and then before you know it. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's so annoying. Bring me back. It's so annoying. Oh, there we go. If it comes back, I'll do the autofocus thing again, so it can catch me where I'm actually sitting. You know what I mean? Oh, this is just ridiculous. Oh yeah, I'll take some meds in a minute. There we go. So if I can keep that there like that, and then if I double click, I need to take it off the screen, so it's just me. Auto off. The blur thing was on the autofocus. No wonder. I'm down to 46% smoother now, love. So yes.
Found out about the WhatsApp group, Olivia and Jessica, because
23rd of February.
What's he doing? Just sitting there?
15 minutes to turn your camera on, and if you don't, I'm going to dox your address.
That's the people that they sit with.
Yeah, can we not...
15...
Yeah, can we not forget the Levi and Sophie situation? I don't call that out, but Alex, you're right in everything you said. I knew I was wrong. I know what was wrong.
So what's the difference there? So Sam didn't mean it, but I did. Well, I said it to Frankie and...
These are the people that they're chilling with.
Alex, who...
Getting upset because he broke that promise. Alex is getting upset because Alex has been trying to isolate me from people on social media for 3 years.
Oh, but you don't mind doing it to me. Crickets?
Right? That's what Alex is upset about.
Thank you, Livewire.
That's it. So, see how you see, Corey, because I know that you're still in here. There's no back and forth here. Right? This is a reaction to being spoke about for the 4th day in a row. Right? This is a reaction.
Oh, it's a different story when it's you, Delusive. Thank you, Nick.
Why have I got kids on my TikTok? Why were you just getting gifted by kids?
And that's a great friend, you know what I mean? That Canadian Angie sits with too. But me, who's done out.
And they're called...
and I'll never be your friends again anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm just proving to everybody here of how we got to where we are.
They ignored what Torian said about the gas chambers, which was disgusting, terrible.
You can be a manacle to Spain.
Came onto their boxes before that. Oh my God, you don't listen.
Isn't that Katie Minx you sat with, Canadian Angie? Isn't that... let me just... Yeah, sorry. Isn't that Katie Minx who you've been slating today? And it's like all these people who've had you back, you know, slating and saying they've done wrong by you.
Go on my page. The video is on my page where they're saying, go on, Lisa, go on.
I went... Angie, I will sit with people. When it comes to a point where I...
Remember, Canadian Angie's vulnerable. She can't have her own back or anything, you know. She's a vulnerable, weak woman who is susceptible to grooming. Even though I'm in Liverpool, she's in Canada. I've managed to somehow groom her for the last 4 years. They were the words, 4 years.
Agree with people.
You don't seem very vulnerable.
Sit with people I agree with. I can't sit in your life when I'm opposing to what you...
I don't care where you sit.
But have you ever seen me sit with other people?
Wherever you want. Just don't come when you're instigated and bring trouble. I'm not coming into your
box. You blocked me. How am I going to come in?
Don't you bring trouble to me then when you're sitting with all these people? You know what I mean? Not these people, but the Delusives, the Coreys. You're bringing it to me. You're telling Narcissa not to bring anything to you. If you want to sit with them, fine, but don't bring anything to me. You're bringing it to me all the time. I defended you when Delusive held the Hate Live, and then you were in the box next day. Oh, no, it wasn't a Hate Live.
You know, right? Me and Sam have a banter back and forth.
Yes, well... Yeah.
And this is where it first started with Gracie. Let me just make the screen proper, everybody. So this is the first attack on Gracie for nothing. I found it. I found out she got a bee in a bonnet about Gracie. It was on the 25th of February. Long before any calls. Long before anything. So this was the first attack on Gracie from Delusive. So Gracie's done nothing. They've all attacked Gracie for nothing. I've left a bloody white bit at the top. That'll annoy me, hang on. Hello, my gorgeous namaste. Thank you so much. Hello, beautiful. I know namaste is, but I'm not saying. Thank you so much. I see the... Do you remember when I was drawn to that account? I was going, oh my god, namaste, blah, 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 blah. And I know it is now. Thank you so much, beautiful. I love you. Oh, love. Sorry, I'm just making this. There we go. Hello, beautiful. Can we please pin namaste and everyone give namaste a follow? Thank you, my beautiful. So this was the first assault on Gracie from Delusive.
Yeah, but there's, you know what, there's druggies, right, and there's junkies, you know what I mean? There's people that take the odd, you know, white stuff, and then you got the junkies that do anything for the money, you know, to get the white stuff. I'm gonna put Gracie in that kind of category, you know, that because she was an addict, she does admit to being an addict. I'm not shaming an addict, but you can't sit there talking about what you call addiction when you were addicted to a
So there we go. That's where the Gracie problem stemmed from. Not because she said on a video about anything other than this. This is the first instance of her going for Gracie.
They're talking about
not in history and creation, just in the timeline. In the timeline, which is relevant, this was where it started with Gracie.
What you call addiction when you were addicted to an illegal substance, and you probably did everything you could, you know, to get that substance. Yeah. So
there we go. That clears that one up. Polar Bear reveals her identity. We're not going to play this, but look, Canadian Angie and Corey in the box with Delusive. See the way I'm not involved in any of this? Every step of the way am I with these. So what they've done is everybody, the three of them, you know what? You know the way it happens when one friend hasn't got much time to do all those things, that they become more friends, and now look, you know what I mean? The person who they've got no shit on, who's done out, you know, now it's right, I'm going to go back 4 years, yeah, because you've got nothing in the future to justify this with. So there we go, look, they're constantly sat together. Medication.
Bombing everywhere up with rubbish. She thinks I'm...
See, look, every creator has attacked me recently. This was on the 6th of February, this one actually. They've all been coming for me, not the other way around.
Right.
People there, you know. DG. It's all around the same date. It all started in February, all of this stuff.
They've got nothing new.
They hate the fact that I have my opinion on my FYP show.
My numbers.
Corey says Canadian Angie only gets views because of EQ, second bit of poison. In the timeline.
You're only getting their numbers because the EQ is promoting yours.
He's a narcissist, Canadian Angie. You've been worked on by a narcissist. You only get numbers, so you want to prove to everyone now. But you're not proving anything because you're still talking about me. I'm going to go back and show I was manipulated. Have you got Rickster's handbook? Because that's what you're seeing like you're going through. Thank you. So anyone else think that it's the typical, I was manipulated, I was this, I'm a victim. It's the same script, different day. Thank you, Evil Virgo. Please follow Satsman and Evil Virgo. So isn't it? It's like they read a handbook of what to say. Next it'll be, she'll be friends with Rickster, you know what I mean? Friends with Miss Red and all that.
Before she finishes.
So what if she's saying come to my live? Delusive says it too, so?
Oh.
Yeah, you got your platform from these two.
Fuck yeah. Chelsea, you're done tonight. You're done.
See what I mean? So she's trying to prove something now, but you're still using my name, Canadian Angie. When there's nothing to say, there's now to say. I ended my friendship with you privately. You wanted to tell everybody for some weird reason. How old are you? 30-odd-year-old, and you can't take someone saying you're a fake woman, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to be your friend.
Done.
No, you're done, Angie.
You're gonna regret what you did, and it's...
You're gonna regret it, bitch!
You're gonna regret it all.
Yeah.
All fucking sweet, like, oh, I'll do this.
You're an abuser, Angie. Angie, you're an abuser.
Keep going.
The way you
Chelsea.
speak to people. Ricochet.
Keep going, Chelsea.
Ricochet.
Keep going. Keep going, Chelsea.
You're an abuser.
But is that not showing who you really are, Chelsea, the way you're speaking?
100%. Well, who was
I've got an uncle. I've got a nephew. I might have had a handyman round. Does it mean I'm not allowed a man in my house?
Thank you,
No,
Samantha.
that guy sounded a bit too old to be your nephew. Living with your dad.
And I've got an
You
uncle.
sound a bit too young for the woman that you pretend to be.
You know, it was my uncle who came round.
Worth to get fucking clout off of this argument.
Oh, Angela, just admit who you really are. You're a 17.
Canadian Angie's so innocent, isn't she, everyone? Like, oh my god, she's so hard done by.
Woman, I recorded your phone conversation with me yesterday, by the way.
Because you know what? I've lost my dad. My
Yeah,
uncle
whatever,
is the
of course you
closest
do.
thing to me.
Can I please just speak to Canadian?
So this is where Canadian Angie was chatting on about being bullied.
shit on you. What you did to Nick, you leaked the fucking messages. You did. You fucking did. Yes, you.
Read the chat, Canadian Angie. This was on the 25th of February. Look at what Delusive Angie's chat was saying about you.
Did. Yes.
But now they love you because it's about me, you see. You fell right into the trap. The same thing that everybody else have done. You're going to make yourself look stupid.
You did. And you will turn it like you did.
CA's voice goes through me.
With me, and you will.
Corey laughing faces. CA is an odd one. The same people who were sitting there saying how much they love you because it fits their agenda. You lost a real friend.
Angel's gonna believe you. You're an evil fucking person.
Is this your live, Angie?
Evil rat.
Deep dive on CA.
Where all the money that was
Cheese and onion CA. That's the same chat that you're thinking of with, you know. The type of thing in a one of those type of. So this is Delusive watching my live. So she cam 2's my live when it's not even about her. So this is not me going for Delusive all the time. Ways, but in a situation of imagine. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Sebastian. Like the classic, you see all these lovely fancy houses, all these big cars. So that's the 25th of February, so we're getting up closer to our date now.
For me, yeah? Stop talking over me. I'm not a fucking moron.
Sam asked mods to block. Remember when I seen this clip and I was like, oh, she shouldn't really be cam 2ing him. She seems to be upsetting a lot of people at the moment. And then the next day we had clarification that how it went down. So then that's for me then to clear it on my show. So you start to see where it's all starting to take effect.
Deliberately done that just to cam 2, so we need to block them.
And I'm only going off the FYP like she says all the time. I'm only going off what I'm seeing. So I was only commenting on what was on the FYP.
Gonna be the next
and we're going to see all that. We're just playing these bits first. I'm going to see what I've said.
I don't.
Delusive Angie says that everything is fake on TikTok and she has no real friends. Thank you, Lisa, for the flowers. Look who she's with. EQ Minx, Katie Minx, all the evil army.
Believe it at all.
Didn't mind using our platforms, did you?
Lady, am I allowed to ask you a question?
Sophie says Canadian Angie is an alcoholic and lying about DV. That's the side of TikTok you're on now, by the way, Canadian Angie. Delusive Angie writes a new block list on the 25th.
And I can write this all down. My notepad.
Ah, there you go.
Number 1. 1. Name and shame. I'm gonna name and shame them. They're not coming clout chasing off me anymore. Piss off. Hop off, pop off, and fuck off. You know, and I'm sick. I've got my 7 counts banned from a one person, Levi. Levi, you're at the top of the list.
Oh, you sit with Levi all the time then? All these people who you say are the worst people, Delusive. Yeah, I am. For what? For what? What have I done to you? Oh, a year ago I said to break her mentally when we were arguing. Big deal. We've never been friends for me to preserve your feelings in any way. And that's not the point of this.
The singing contest thing be over. Once I have everything from beginning to end, it might take you to the end of next week, then I'm going to out everything. And she can sit there and she can play the martyr. She is the wicked, evil, evil person. That's all I have to say. And when she says, oh, well, look, she didn't think I was a groomer here. She didn't think I was a groomer there. I think what Red said this morning pretty much emulates how I feel. So yeah. I'm going to drop it, but yeah.
That's the video she's playing now. Takes no shit.
I'm not going to take her shit.
That's trying to say, because you've said that, you know, Angie, that you have been manipulated by her, and I've said the same thing. I think she's trying to prove that there's no manipulation, do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. Well, that's what she said.
You know what? I know you guys want to hear this, and I'm probably talking, so go ahead and watch this. And
no one knew what the point of the call was. It didn't show Canadian Angie had done anything. 25th.
I don't have it well. Unless you sent it to the other. I could just set up a PayPal, isn't it?
Easily.
So this is...
They are putting messages up again.
Called obviously Michelle Holloway, so that's where like the whole
I understand, you know, someone's calling you a liar about something, you know what I mean? Like the Talia situation, like those messages went out as part of everything that was going on. But when you're friends with somebody, you know what I mean, and you're doing all that, like it's weird as fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck who releases what voice message about me. I talk genuinely. The only reason people get voice messages about me, everybody, is because I don't type. Ask anyone who's got me on WhatsApp. I never, very, very rare will I send a thing. I just go, yeah, blah, 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 blah.
She said that you're actually quite weak and easily, you know, for financial manipulation.
So then she admits to being a financial manipulator.
This is what I was going to say.
Yeah, so she just admitted that.
Come from, and that's when I'd said to them.
The cult love you though, you know what I mean? They've always loved you. Now they're just going along with what the Delusive Angie's saying.
It's like you should have informed Angie first before bringing it to the app.
Yeah, because you were in that call when
come on your live.
Lindsay, you jumped in that call when we were.
Well, I was only in for like 2 seconds. And
yeah, but you came in.
What about?
I just wanted to say something really quickly, and then I'm going to drop.
That's the bully live, apparently.
Answer yes or no.
Just like control the live. Like it wasn't a difference of opinions. And I don't agree with Delusive saying I was upset because people were differing with my opinion. I was stating my truth, and it wasn't even an opinion because I proved right now everything she fucking said.
I mean, other videos of me and Canadian and Angie in the here and now, not from America last year when she was calling me what she was calling me because of whatever reason it was. Like in the here and now, where are the clips of me doing all these bad things to you? Or since we made it from that argument?
It wasn't even a difference of opinion.
You've never had to go live and do this about me. So why all of a sudden am I the worst person you've ever been around?
And that chat is horrific.
Your chat's horrific though. You literally are running bully lives on people. Me? Or somebody who was your friend. You know what I mean? You've all seen the chat, haven't you? When she's chatting wham about me.
I am never going in.
Thank you so much. The future is now.
In there again.
It's
no,
like
I'm never going in there again. See? So I stick up for her going, yeah, she was involved in a bully live, they didn't have her back, then Delusive starts coming for me, you know what I mean? But it was to stick up for her, an actual friend. Delusive's never been my friend, so...
The Lions.
Doesn't sit right with me, there's something weird about this woman.
I agree.
Corey's just confirmed EQ
Thank
has
you,
his
Sophie.
address and it's all over Facebook on his live. Huh? What the fuck have I missed?
Adam! Is it Payday Adam?
This is the Discord.
Big up Adam, guys! MVP Adam in the chat! What the fuck? We're just going through people's private Discords.
3 months, yeah, exactly, Lisa. Delusive, then she would expect, for instance, Canadian Angie. So that was me sticking up for Canadian Angie, you know, when she said she'd been part of a hate live. So I used my platform to stick up, which I would do for any friend. You know what I mean? Because I believe still now it was a bully live against Canadian Angie. So I stand by what I said, but I'm just showing you is that Delusive starts responding to me because of what Canadian Angie's caused.
For once in my life...
Oh, this is Alex. Sorry, I'm on the wrong clip. I'm getting ahead of myself.
I'm going to say, I think...
Okay, so this is more... Sorry, loves. I'm getting ahead of myself. Right. Next, listen to this now. So, do you know the way Corey was saying? Oh, yeah, bloody Canadian Angie, you can do better without her and that. Listen what Alex then says about Delusive. So they've all been dripping poison about me. Listen to this next bit of poison. Delusive, then she would expect, for instance... Because Delusive holds her phone up to the screen, same as this. Since Canadian Angie...
For once in my life, I'm going to say, I think Evil Queen is scared of Andrew.
Do you know what I mean? Do you see what's happened here?
I think she's worried.
The other side have started going, oh yeah, and dripping little bits into, oh yeah, you got your platform off EQ, you're scared of Delusive, you know what I mean? Do you see what's happened?
About Angie's platform. And I never thought I'd ever say that because I always knew that EQ had a big platform.
Still do. Make more money than any years. I'm on 125,000 diamonds, love.
But I do.
And I made over £2,000 yesterday.
I believe that she's. There's no way she would have allowed Angie to get away with some of the stuff that she's got away with and said about fucking, you know, meeting up with Rickster. If that wasn't.
I didn't. Do you know what I mean? Weirdos. Still, even after Delusive was planning that, and she sent me all those gifts, didn't she? Like £1,000 worth. Thank you, Boss Lady. I still said, oh, I don't think bad of it. I just wanted to tell you because she would have held on to that, you know, what Delusive like. I mean, it's actually, I was going to go meet, you know what I mean? So I come out with it the next day. We'll
Wasn't
see
really
that
meant
later.
to. If that wasn't obviously EQ's trigger and it was all an act, then, you know, I mean, I'd understand. But if it was a trigger like EQ says and all that shit that went on, there's no way she would allow that.
She paid me £1,000.
To get away with some of the stuff that she's got.
See, the poison is starting to be dripped. This is on the 26th of February. Expectations. This is the one I'm looking for, I think. Is this Delusive? Yeah, this is Delusive now. So I said, if you remember, I feel like Delusive has expectations on her friends. Like, if you're a friend, you can't talk to Alex Brigham, you can't talk to this person, but she flip-flops in between them all, so you never know who you can actually talk to. And she expects a lot. But then when she's pretending to be friendly with me, she's also on to Rickster and Talia to go meet up with them. Do you get it? So look at what they're all doing while I'm doing what? In a friendship with Delusive, like if you go around Alex Brigham or anybody, which are rats anyway, but she goes mad, but like it feels
Yeah,
like
but also, see, with Alex, right?
This is where it all starting, everyone.
Who also went on the fact that, you know, Pearl and Luke had an agreement that Luke wasn't going to put me in his box anymore. So they're exactly the same. Exactly the same. He will block people that, you know, support me. You know, he's been banging on about it for the last 3 years. And no one should be going into my live, you know.
I feel like Delusive expects a lot of people who, like, you know, associate with her, but she doesn't retain the same type of... And I still hold that view now. Nothing's changed. This was the FYP. Want to call it not. So she didn't like me saying what I said. So when she says it was ADHD, we're going to see the ADHD clip, and it's nothing to do with it. It's got no relevance whatsoever. I've never said to Delusive that anything to do with her is because of ADHD or anything like that. I've got that clip that she's trying to go off.
Yeah, that's rubbish, what she said.
Got it all. I spent all afternoon doing this. To show you. So there we go. She reacted to what I said.
I said it wouldn't surprise me if it's all just a bullshit.
So look at Corey and this girl here who's just been saying about Canadian Angie the worst things. He sat there. If I was in a box with Sophie Bailey talking shit, do you think Canadian Angie would have allowed it? Do you think she would have flew live and said, you bitch, blah, blah, blah? So can you see the differences? Corey can sit wherever he wants, be around her, you know, in and out. That Sophie Bailey said the worst things. When have I said the worst things about Canadian Angie? Never.
To like make her
and we're talking about in friendship.
Look like she's in.
So before you cherry pick that Canadian Angie, I know we've had fallings out, love. I openly talk about them often. You know what she's like? Oh right. Any little things she can jump on.
Canada.
You watch, if she ever responds to any of this, it'll be, she'll try and find one thing that I've said and twist it. Even though what I'm saying is what I mean. I don't go around the houses, I say it as it is. So don't add to my words. I never have done, to be honest. No. CLA's in the hotel.
Talk.
Oh, stop.
Zia, who hates Canadian Angie, so this is someone she's took advice from, remember? Corey said to me, while I'm around Evil Queen, I'll always be collateral damage. But look at where he's sitting. So, do you know you've all got this common enemy at the moment? Can't wait till you haven't anymore, and then you all turn on each other, and I'll be laughing, because I'll never be friends with any of you.
At its finest.
Right, which I will address later. I shouldn't have broke...
She's never happy with anybody, look at her.
It was on sub only.
Delusive apologises to Canadian Angie. I haven't had to apologise to Canadian Angie anytime lately.
Canadian Angie, she came onto my platform, she called it bully live. It wasn't a bully live, it was people that had their opinions that didn't agree with what she was saying, and she was saying it was Chels, you know, raspberry tart, and we were talking about the troll account, Angie Security, blah blah blah. So we were talking about that account. And I did bring proof yesterday that someone had sent me that it was Jessica on that troll account. So we did prove that. So it was just people didn't believe you, Canadian Angie. That's why I didn't step in and say, oh, listen, you know, please, you know.
Have I ever said nobody believes you and people disagree? Have I disagreed with you, you know what I mean? Like, or have I just been a normal friend?
Leave Canadian Angie alone. What do you want me to say? You were blaming someone that we know it wasn't.
So look at this. This is on the 27th of February. But she's backing this, and this is what I can't put up with no more. That one day they're arguing, one day they're not. And it comes to me, because then when I do my FYP and I say, why are you doing that to Canadian Angie? Because she's my mate, then Delusive starts on me. So Canadian Angie is the instigator of it all. And then I'm used. She'll come in on those days, if you notice, and send me a gift when I'm sticking up for her and stuff, you know what I mean? So she's the abuser. She's the one who's tried to financially control me, and it didn't work. And if I was to be financially controlled, I wouldn't have said, get out of here.
7, 6.
Oh yeah, okay. So, if you remember as well, Delusive Angie was really annoyed that I said that Miss Red was a pure money grabber, because she tells everyone not to support Delusive. We don't like Delusive, blah, 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 blah. I'm never having you in my box. I'm never showing you clips again. Thank you, Bethany. And then I said she was a grabber. I said Miss Red should never have done that, because she knows that her community don't like Angie in a sense, so they would have gifted more. So it was manipulation. That's what I said, and I still stand by it to this day. That's another thing she doesn't like if you watch.
Here we go. Are you... If Rob comes to my house, he'll booyaka me, right?
So look, I'm just showing you their friendship. So she can't say anyone's the worst of the worst when look what he's done to her.
She called it bully live. It wasn't a bully live.
And this is Canadian Angie responding to Delusive Angie on the 28th of February.
People that had their opinions and didn't agree with what she was saying.
Hold
and
on,
she was
say. So, it wasn't an opinion. When Chelsea went into the, okay, fuck, I even hate saying her name, when the, you know who, went into that box, she said, well, she's going to out my DV story. Is that her opinion, or is she stating a fact or something?
Oh, you said that I've recorded your phone calls, which I haven't. I don't record people's phone calls. Is that your opinion, or is that a fact, Canadian Angie?
I think she thinks is going to happen.
And because I said in the message, because I've never even realised that you've never sent me a voice message, which makes it even more weird, because I didn't even get onto it, because you're just weird. Oh, honestly, I can't believe I was here. I'm glad to be away from them now. I don't care what they say. I'm just proving to my audience where this started.
Delusive is dumb. So she's not stating her opinion, she's stating a fact of what...
Well, you're stating a fact that I record calls, which I don't. Why would I sit recording my friends' phone calls, you weirdo?
She thinks is going to come.
Who would
so
do
she's
that?
saying, no, look, hold on a minute, it's not my opinion, I've heard.
And before they go, what about Becca? Yeah, Becca is the victim of abuse, and I also know what Talia and Rickster are about, so I told her to record it, because we know how much they lie. So they could have recorded her, cropped up a big version of shit. So I got Becca to back it up. So a friend, I would never record their calls like you've said you've done to me.
That she is going to...
And I've been very open with Canadian Angie. I considered her a real friend. So I don't know what I've said to her privately. Nothing bad, but like, I talk openly like I trusted the woman. And now for it to go, I'm going to put everything out, and I'm going to go back 4 years and show where this all began. No. You weirdo.
Out my DV. That's what she said, Delusive. That is not an opinion.
Oh, so look, you're upset with Delusive again, but you've not got any upset with me, have you?
Yeah, so it wasn't a bully.
Like, just an asshole.
It's just, do you know what it is,
yeah,
right?
Corey.
Like, just an asshole. And at the end of the day, you know what? It doesn't matter if he's a different person off the app. He's just a little bit different. He's still a dick, but not as bad.
So you go mates with him, but I'm terrible for some reason.
It doesn't give him the right...
It's just, do you know what it is, right? I'll tell you.
Delusive Angie has a say on Gracie, so this is the second time she's now talking about Gracie. Second, are you ready?
Gracie is going at 2 EQs at the weekend.
So that was only 2 weeks ago.
Oh, fuck me, Steph. What are you doing?
Huh?
Steph, thank you. Emma, thank you. Kim,
I
thank
really
you.
don't give no shits about Gracie. She's a wannabe nothing.
Oh, Corby.
So she consistently, so because Gracie's my friend, Delusive has now made, ooh, you know what I mean? They've all done it. I've done now.
Just fucking be stumbled right back where he was. That's it. That's my...
She says she doesn't do fake storylines, but does any of yous believe she's been financially manipulated or any of those things? Do any of yous ever seen anything to suggest that? She won't have anything to suggest that either. Even when she was in the box that time and she was misgendering, I can't remember whether it was Miss Faye or Mama Kaz or somebody, I was texting her. She must have like 50 messages in a row saying, it's pre-op, it's pre-op. She stopped saying that, you know, because she was saying, I don't know what she was saying, but I was even saying, because I've always been a friend.
I take on Corey today because he's just a trouble-causing, two-faced prick.
Oh, is he? But you took his advice. While you're friends with EQ, you'll always be collateral damage. You took his advice, and look what you're saying about him.
That's all he is.
Like, what part did he think sitting in a box shouting, trying to humiliate you and make things worse?
It's not even about me. It's just about in general. If he does not talk about Delusive, me, EQ, he's got nothing.
Bit like you then. Ah!
Drama.
We're getting closer to date now.
With me and Dave.
So this is her again saying how many people she's gave a platform to.
Something totally the opposite.
Okay, so forget about who she is.
Delusive Angie asked Corey in boxes who would be more embarrassing to go out with, CLA or Angie, so she constantly pits herself up against other creators.
Yeah.
First of all, this is what you call TikTok. Yeah, this is TikTok, yeah.
Your dog, your brother, your fucking father.
So there we go. This is only TikTok, Delusive. Why'd you get so pressed about it? It's only TikTok by your admission.
I'm on my live, all my fucking...
This is just to show you the dateline, so you can see I'm going in complete order. I haven't missed anything.
But I know that there was a conversation.
Top Girls Live talking about Canadian Angies. That's just to show the people who are talking about who are now trying to say, oh yeah, well done for getting rid of Evil Queen. They can't stand you.
That is myself.
Delusive joins Canadian Angie's box to talk about Grandad. So there's the friendship, you know what I mean?
Not trolls!
Guy on her fucking platform because she's like, well, I don't know. Fuck off.
Oh my god!
This is them arguing again. Where's the footage of me and Canadian Angie arguing until she posted that thing yesterday?
People saying he's using an old man filter in the comments here.
Thank you, Sim.
Some are saying, this is horrible, please don't play it, it's terrible.
It was the L40.
He does use an old man filter.
He does use a filter, yeah.
Well, that's gone to my local...
There's no Canadian Angie versus Evil Queen, is there? Until you did that yesterday.
Did he go to prison over this woman? I don't know. I don't want to hear a gossip page. I don't want to read a gossip page. I want to see it in the newspaper.
Delusive Angie speaks on, so this is on the 1st, so we're on the 15th now, so this is March, we're getting closer. I know it's a bit tedious, everybody, but I just need to show you because they're just boring at this stage. Like, I can go back and find it all, I've got a computer, so...
I don't know, Corey, yeah, after what I said last night, I doubt it.
Well, what do you say, Bestie? What do you say?
Well, we were just going through the FYP, she was playing the FYP and kind of, It's only a bit better today.
When do you see me being like this?
Switched back on me. Well, yeah, it's a Canadian Angie. That's a bigger skill.
There you go. So now it's turned in the here and now to it was about ADHD, but listen to what she just said.
She switched back on me. Well, yeah, it's a Canadian Angie. That's a bigger skill.
So that was because I said that it was a bully live. So she's saying I switched up on her because I said it was a bully live to defend my friend.
Yeah, it's a biggest gifter, yeah. She'll never turn against her.
See, it's a biggest gifter. Poison again. She'll never turn against her. Poison, poison, poison.
I don't know why with EQ, because I haven't really done anything to her, you know.
You've done nothing to me.
I haven't said anything bad about her, so I don't know. But, you know, it's what it is. I take it with a pinch of salt, to be honest.
Take it with a pinch of salt?
Yeah, I take it with a pinch of salt.
If you had some fucking arsenic, I'd watch EQ.
Oh.
Sexual orientation.
Corey talks about Canadian Angie. This is her friends now, everybody. This is her friends that she'll have around her. But won't have me around her. God, somebody who's never done anything to breach your trust or anything. And every single friends have had arguments. And I've argued with Danny Buckley. I've all of you who's argued with one of your friends. Have you ever took to Facebook or any social media platform to go, look, she said she doesn't want to be my friend anymore. When you haven't said anything to trigger that. You haven't told anyone anything. You've been respectful.
Their gender and all of this, the vile things that Canadian Angie has done. Then the least she can do is show her face.
Show your face? Look at
do you
this.
know what I mean?
I've never asked you to show your face.
I'm not going to sit on this app and go against the way anybody else looks if I'm not going to sit in front of the camera myself. You've all seen me. You've all seen me like, you know, Bruce Bogtrotter, massive face and big body. You've all seen me. Like, I've never once hidden. I have no filters on. Like, no filters, nothing.
Alex Brigham tonight.
We've had to look at her profile picture. It's very jolly.
Big up, Alex.
Do I ever do any of this to Canadian Angie? Talk about the way she looks or invalidate her in any way?
Brigham tonight. What?
So what if I messaged you privately, Canadian Angie, and said I don't want to be your friend? You brought all this to an app, you weirdo.
Big up Alex Brigham.
Oh God, you must be off your face on heroin.
That's Delusive Angie's #1 nemesis, Alex Brigham. You've just said big up to him.
Now you're gonna put up a drug addict.
Oh my. Canadian Angie is a massive drug addict, yeah.
Speak my truth, and that's it. She's got a beaner bonnet about me. I think you're alright anyway, and we always say hi and stuff, and you said that if you come into me chatting, it is okay, not like, Well, I don't think I'm alright. I know I'm alright, I know that I am a good person, and I know that I have good intentions.
Is it about EQ?
I love
Delusive Angie is starting to annoy Evil Queen.
Oh.
You are affecting the whole app. Here we go then.
I had that one this last night, but you know why that is, don't you? Because I fell out with Canadian Angie.
It's probably.
So there's the admitting that this is starting because of Canadian Angie, because I defended her. I defended Canadian Angie.
Because you got me in your box again.
No, it is.
You can't stand me.
I think it's to do with Canadian Angie.
I thought it was about my ADHD, because you dared to argue with my ADHD. This was on the 1st of this month. So it all started apparently because of my ADHD, that she did to say you can't use your ADHD as an excuse. Looks like it's already started.
Fell out because she started putting up little, little digs about me and Canadian.
I didn't put digs up. I did my FYP show and I commented in defence of my friend.
Angie?
She's got friendly with people.
God, people really don't like me and you, Corey, do they? What have they got wrong with you?
I don't even know who you are.
Oh, it's alright. I don't mind. They're all fake accounts. They don't pay my bills.
Seriously.
Are you friends with Canadian Angie, Corey?
No.
Yeah, well, she hates me now.
She's too much of a flip-flop.
She is.
Like women.
Thank you! That's why I fell out with her. Thank you. The narcissist, he has spoke the right answer this time.
She's fine. The next minute she just kicks off.
Yes.
She just kicked off at me for no reason, and that's because she thought I ran a bully live on her, about her, when it wasn't nothing to do with her.
Seems like these have said what I've said to you.
She jumped into my box and we were discussing something completely different and started going in on part of raspberry tart. Okay, yes, she might be a troll, but she hasn't told me. And because I don't think, because we were talking about a troll account, which I know who it is, Jessica, she was trying to say it was someone else. And now, how is it bully live when people just had their opinions? People were saying, no, Angie, you're wrong. How was it bully live? She's saying that I should have shut it down or told people to go on their own platform, but she could have got out of the box. I don't understand it.
Okay, let's go to the next one. So this when Gracie was at Mama Terry. So I just wanted to show you the dateline. So this corresponds with the other clip before, where she says, oh, to Dave, that obviously she was coming to man.
I suppose you've got better things to do with your life, haven't you?
Thank you, hey Dougie. So this is them obviously talking about when Shep and Jack went on a date. So the whole app's been talking about me, but now they're all going, it's here. They've not stopped for months.
I like going on my own live and just...
They've not stopped for months, all of them. And here's where she calls me Andrew as well. Delusive.
Ange, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You trans?
Yeah, what?
What size foot are you?
Oh, I have big feet. I'm a size 8.
Oh.
Well, 7.5, but then I do have.
Are you trans?
Piss off. What kind of question is goddamn that?
Because, I'll tell you why. I was watching you earlier, and you stood up. And in your leggings, I thought I saw a bulge.
I know, that's where she shit herself last night.
Alicia, thank you,
Yeah, they bully me, guys. I'm bullied.
So you didn't answer my question. Are you trans?
Yes.
Obviously post-op now, because you've got it all downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is all...
Did you have the operation in the UK, or did you have it in
No, I had it
New
in the
Zealand?
UK, yeah. I didn't have it abroad, no.
Did you have it on the NHS or go private?
It's probably about 20.
Did you go the NHS or go private?
I went private. Guys, let's not mock transfer. You're being transphobic now.
Thank you, James.
Did you not know that, Corey?
I didn't. I thought it, but I didn't want to ask. Catherine, thank you. I just kind of feel maybe we should change the topic of conversation because EQ already doesn't like you. I don't think
I'm not involved in this. You leave EQ alone though. EQ's mint, man.
Thank you, Rachel.
Yeah, I was born Andrew.
Now you're.
But I've come for her because she did to speak on ADHD.
You know.
Doing on. Angie agrees with EQ. She given nobody's platform, so I was still giving her advice. TikTok every
Yeah, I know what you know what, and that's true. I do give people platforms, you know.
So mine's only FYP clips, where I'm talking about the FYP. Beverage, choo-choo, bang, bang. Thank you so much, my love, thank you. So when they're blaming me, just now I'll go back from now on, only to the timeline of events, not 5 years to show, look at this, every single part of the way. It's just this bit.
Really made
because I've never been friends with Delusive Angie, so I'm not bothered. But I'm showing you that she's a liar. Thank you so much, Elle. Thank you for the galaxy. Can we pin my people who are sending me gifts, loves? Because I can't see anyone doing it. Thank you.
And that's where, you know, I keep saying this all the time. But, you know, I want to put in different people all the time. But not, you know, I don't always have that in the box.
Here we go. She attacked me again. She said my medication had made me soft. So she's been targeting my ADHD. So any response I've made about ADHD is because of what she said here.
You know what? I'm not going to lie. I find EQ quite boring these days as well. Yeah. I mean, she takes so long to start. And then when she does start, it's just stop. And you're like, for God's sake, play that goddamn video. You know, I think it takes her like 3 hours to go through one video. You know, I'm kind of like boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? What can you be talking about? I think a lot of times it's thanking her gifters, but I find it quite boring. Yeah, you know, I think she's lost the touch. She's lost it. You know, lost her touch really. You know, she's not. You know, people love to watch her, listen to her opinions. She's too nice. Yeah, she needs to bring EQ back.
I'm too nice. This was on the 2nd of March. I changed everything. These have come dun because they want to be the one, you know what I mean? So these have constantly not left me alone for months. Said all this shit, and then if I respond on my FYP, it's she's come for me.
Back, I think, you know, evil queen.
I thought I'm too nice, but now I'm the worst devil in the world.
And she's really going on people.
Because I stopped doing anything, and I still haven't done anything. I've only responded.
Yeah. You and her always say, you know what I mean. Is it? Well, she got that from me.
No, it's a dialect of Scouse. Delusive Angie reacts to
not
EQ.
really looking, you know, so I never used to really, but that's not because I was ignored, because I was just trying to focus. But now I'm capable of chatting away.
So I'm talking about my ADHD here and how I'm managing it and how, you know, because this is like on the 2nd of March.
My content's changed and I learn, which is the difference between me and others. I actually learn.
Is that it? Okay, yeah. EQ is say, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, I find EQ quite boring these days.
Same clip, but yeah.
Canadian Angie.
Delusive Angie talks about Canadian Angie gifting and EQ. This has been constant from this woman.
She's also supported EQ and all the things that she has said about children, and the list goes on. And she will never not support her. She'll always have an excuse for EQ. I'm not stupid. I'm not.
More gaslighting and baiting. She'll always make. Have you seen? You've only got a platform because of her. You need her. You need Evil Queen. You need Evil Queen. And what you doing now?
I'm not saying this because I've had beef. I've always known that. But you know, I was friends with Canadian Angie. You know what I mean? I really didn't have that friendship with EQ. Although I did support her, I take her with a pinch of salt. However, we all know that Canadian EQ can do no wrong. Canadian Angie will always support her. So if you're going to talk about Canadian Angie supporting me, you could talk about her supporting EQ too. Canadian Angie is a big gifter, but I've never been friends with her because she gifted me lions. You know, you've got to remember, I have also gifted a uni and a lion to Canadian Angie. Yeah, she's given me lions. I've appreciated her back, and that is what I sent her too. I've gifted.
See the way they're all about gifts. They're all talking about how much money, this, that, and the other. It's not about the person and the friendship. It's about money. She's a big gifter. I never called her that.
Did a lot of people on the SEP, you know, a lot of people on the SEP, you know. I'm not about the money. So basically what people are saying is that I shouldn't have opinions because she's my big gifter. I shouldn't fall out with her because she's my big gifter.
See?
I've gone against her because she's my big gifter. No. Do you know what I mean? No one would gift me to silence me. Well, it depends how much you gift me, I suppose.
Thank you, Angie. Angie calls EQ
I
suck.
love all this godliness, but it's good.
But can I ask you a question, Corey? This isn't an act, is it?
Who with EQ?
And yeah, come on, is this an act?
Do you want my personal opinion?
Yeah.
It was never once an act. Once a cunt, always a cunt, from start to finish.
You weren't around all those years ago, Corey, so how can you comment? Narcissist.
I'll say, listen.
Constantly, look.
And she thinks that.
So this is the weak Canadian Angie that we're meant to believe exists today.
That's funny.
She knows an awful lot for someone who knows nothing.
Exactly. So there you go. So when she sits on the first one talking about me, saying I didn't sit in Scottish Johnny's. Everybody was in there because he said on Delusives he was gonna put out.
Oh, Delusives again.
I think what EQ did was vile, and I don't support her.
I'm in the box, Rixie said.
I'm going to flip through these a bit faster now. Delulu and the cult plan to get EQ off TikTok. This was on the 3rd of March. It's not a new thing.
No filter, you're about to get defiltered and kicked. By the way, Bex have sent you 2 galaxies. Do you want to stay in the box, boss? Angela?
Yeah?
There you go, she said yeah.
Galaxies.
Perfect.
Who's next in the box?
Right, but Bex has sent you 2 galaxies for cloud chasing. Is she allowed to stay?
That are putting this information out about EQ and the things that she has done. It's unacceptable that everyone's writing the comments about every view counts, and everyone needs to stop going into her live every night.
You,
every viewer, every
Thank
interaction, every like counts, and we collectively have to just stop entertaining it. That's all I really have to say. I'm so speechless at everything that's happened. I can't quite comprehend that TikTok has turned this volatile, and it's so insensitive. Thousands of women go through pregnancy loss every single day.
Now we know now that she played Bye Bye Baby 2 in the end. And carry on. So look what she's been saying about me through everything. It's always been negative, 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 negative. Now these are the same days. Let's mix it up.
They don't give a fuck. Why should I give a fuck about anything that happens with them? I don't have to have empathy for them. I don't have to have any fucking consideration for them.
That's too far.
Is a stranger on TikTok whether or not somebody is pregnant?
Yeah, well, it wasn't for them to decide to go looking for me. That wasn't even fucking me and put all their information out, was it?
Right, but that...
So vulnerable.
Go on, Tal.
I was in,
We're going to skip past it because we know what this is. This is the Talia bits.
Only because I've gone through some miscarriages. I have never been in ICU. Not for...
So this is to show she was trying to invalidate Talia also. So as bad as I'm meant to be.
I thought that was rude because
Here we go.
Red will feel like she needs help with Alex, so she'll pick Delusive up now.
So I'm talking on my FYP show. I'm never making lives to target them, to say to take them off the app or any of those things.
For a few weeks, and then Delusive will end up turning again and stuff as... Because I jump into battles, boring, isn't it? I'm into Dave Duran's battle.
And see, she's friends with Miss Red today. Miss Red's been in a box talking to Sheila, so what I said here was true. She's done it. She'll not be talking to Miss Red. Listen to what I say.
I thought that was rude because Red will feel like she needs help with Alex, so she'll pick Delusive up now. For a few weeks, and then Delusive will end up turning again and stuff as... Because I jump into battles, boring, isn't it? I'm into Dave Duran's battle, you know, and...
So I'm doing nothing but comments on the FYP like she does. Oh, Jackie, thank you so much for the vibrant stage. Thank you, my love. Thank you, beautiful.
Why can't Miss Red do it? Why are you talking about yourself there, Delusive? You just said, well, I do it. Well, no one's talking about you. We're talking about Miss Red. You do that a lot. Delusive, reference yourself when I'm talking about others. I think you must fancy me or something, all these messages to me.
Do you know what I mean? How was it being disloyal, wasn't it?
Oh, Dave wouldn't say nothing nasty about me. You know, it's better. I mean, he likes me, though.
Like I said,
See, they play the full video and it's boring. I have to skip it.
This line.
I'm not going to continue to speaking about this whole situation anymore because you know what? It's annoying because people. I understand people are going to go around and people that don't like me are going to spin false narratives and.
I'm getting bored.
It's just like I do in other creators that come.
Starting to get bored now. Do you think I've proven my point? Let me skip up to the bits recent because I'm getting a bit bored of all these old clips. They're from the beginning of this month, like not old. What is relevant to show?
I'm not triggered, Angie, but there was thousands of people writing in the comments.
Manic menopause, and then she came back, if you remember as well. Yeah.
Corey wants the storyline. Corey wants Corey never is involved in anything good.
Diamond.
It's always sinister, and he's got to have Levi, the small knob, fucking syphilis guy. He's got.
Oh, but you're sitting with him every day, and you took his advice about me, your actual friend, that while you're around me.
Someone.
So there's the Kieran stuff. So she had Kieran in chatting lies. Thank you, Jackie. So she's been doing all this. If I had anyone talking about Delusive, she'd have something to say. But I don't. I just come and do my FYP show and go off. Zach joined the live from the timeline.
Let me argue one
second. Phil, do you want to see the video or are you just listening?
Kieran's banished. I'm skipping these now.
She actually.
There we go. So they've slagged Canadian Angie off the people that she's now sitting around. Talia will pay money for.
I'll let you in, right?
To see where Gracie is getting married. Look, see. This was on the 5th, and we're on the 15th. See, it was already getting said. Nothing about me. I didn't create this with the wedding situation. Look what they did. They all did it together.
I said, I think.
I will play it back to the people.
You just said that 100% there was a call, and I confirmed it. I didn't confirm there's a call with Gracie.
Okay.
And don't bother messaging to.
So this is a cam to me with regards to the Hardys that day. So she's cam to me as well, but I'm this awful person. And to cancel me both for cam to me. You know what I mean? Corey says that Angie's been phoning to say she doesn't believe Talia. Zach thinks EQ. Angie thinks EQ was going to throw Zach under the bus, which is just opinions, which is fine. I'm not bothered about any of this that's been said. I'm just showing you that all these things that Delusive said I've done to her, to cross her and all that, I haven't.
From what I've just heard,
Delusive again in what's his fucking name? Luke's live, who she hates apparently.
I think you need.
This is why I don't want to be mates with them or even around them. Thank you,
wouldn't
Jade.
think that they would scoop.
There you go, look.
That low, do you know what I mean? Like.
This is still a third. Let me get more up to date. There's just so many, but it's just the truth. Thank you so much, even Mother of Dragon. Thank you, babes. Oh, let's get the ADHD one, which she says it's about, but I'll tell you the date of the ADHD one. See, there's loads. Look, I went all through today. I've got everything. But I think I've proven my point. It was never about ADHD or any of those things. Where is it? Oh, yeah, here's where she paid me the unis, look. Wait to see your live after he's finished tomorrow. And I pretended that we planned it together because of what she was doing with Rickster. And the day after, I came on and I said, that wasn't the truth, blah, blah, blah. So it was literally overnight. Because I was going through all that shit as it was, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden she was going to sneak and meet up with him, weirdo. I want to say I'm doing stuff to her. There we go. EQ talks on the situation. I caught bits of it. Corey says Canadian Angie only gets views because of EQ and got her platform from EQ and Delusive Angie. Like, how can you speak, Corey, when you literally got a platform from me, and I've had to use my name up until recently to even have any subscribers or any of those things. Canadian Angie, everyone has to be discovered from somewhere, don't they? You know what I mean? And Canadian Angie was discovered from her own merits. Like, even if people... I've never invalidated Canadian Angie. I've always stuck up for her as a friend would, because it's natural to do that. Not that I'm saying I've done anything out the ordinary, but when she tries to say that I'm this person and I've done all these things and I've controlled her, how? I was giving you my platform, literally, to defend you all the time. Here we go, look at this. This is me talking about to all the standards that she sets for other people, you know, which obviously can upset people. Like Canadian Angie was actually quite upset on the phone to me this afternoon. I shouldn't probably be telling you that. But, you know, she said the same as me, Delusive. If anyone was in her boxes hosting a live about her in the way where everyone attacking her, she would put a stop to it. Whereas, like, Delusive kind of smiles and, like, you know. And that's how it's sticking up for me, friend. It's fine to not have any loyalty. We've got to this point because of Canadian Angie, nobody else. Anyone to be a standalone creator, but don't expect then Canadian Angie or Sam or that to help you when it comes to you needing help. You've not done nothing to me. I'm just speaking on behalf of what I'm seeing because it's FYP. But, you know, look, Sam's upset. Canadian Angie's upset. These are two of the biggest supporters to you at the moment.
What shall I do?
So I never slagged her. I just said what I thought on the FYP. I feel like Delusive's upsetting a lot of people. She's upset Canadian Angie. She's upsetting Sam. Look at all this sticking up for Canadian Angie, but I'm this devil. Eva Queen reacts to Delusive speaking about Gracie.
Gracie is going.
Oh, Delusive Angie has a say on Gracie. This is what I mean. I'm starting to not like... See? This is what I'm saying. I'm responding. I'm playing the clips where they're talking about my friends.
Gracie is going.
Oh, Delusive Angie has a say on Gracie. This is what I mean. I'm starting to not like the woman she's targeting. All the people that I actually love and love. I mean, I do. I love Canadian Angie. I love Gracie. You know, and I consider Gracie as one of my best friends now, you know what I mean? The 1st of March. And she alike, so... She, as you know what I mean? It's just, like, Gracie doesn't even go live. That's what I mean, she doesn't even go live anymore.
Great.
They've targeted me, those around me, and are then making out like I've done something. No, exactly. Nobody can be cancelled unless you cancel themselves. So nobody thinks that in the first place.
To Dave and see if we can get him in to build up his plan.
Look, I'm responding on my FYP. Delusive says EQ and Canadian Angie can never come for her. Nobody said anything in the first place. Thank you. So do you know what I mean? Look.
Platform is account. EQ and CA are coming for you, Ange. They can never come for me.
We're not coming for anybody. We do FYP.
So I'm too strong. Too powerful.
Have me and Canadian Angie insulted Delusive at all in any way, or have we talked about the FYP? FYP. I'm just saying that I don't have loyalty to her, like I did have, because I thought she was true, or because she was good, you know what I mean? But then when I found out what she did give me £1,000, which I'm grateful for, and the apology's accepted and everything. Because that to me is a huge apology, even if she didn't say it with the words. But then she lies about it, but then obviously she got caught out the other day. So it's like, we know it happened, you know, that was shady, you know, like, so you're obviously not my friend, so I'm not having anyone who plots and schemes against me. So I told her straight I wasn't being around you. That was on the 1st of March, everybody, and we're on the 15th now, and look what she's done in 15 days. She's worked on Canadian Angie, now they're bestie buddies, and I don't know, like... Delusive says that Alex Brigham tried to isolate her. Look what they're doing to me. So there's not one creator that doesn't chat shit about me now. Obviously there are, but like not in my kind of environment. So they've all tried to isolate me, broken every friend around me away. They tried to do it to Gracie the other day, if you noticed. So who's doing the stuff? So when they go, oh, it seems like... So think of it like this. I'm the most successful. I get all the views. I get all the gifts, you know what I mean, and everything. And they've all been coming for me constantly because I don't need to come for them, so they've always been coming for me. And then when it looks like to people, Why is it always everyone else and not you? No, it's not. It's just there's more of them than me. I'm one person, so they're always talking about me all day long, every day. You've seen it all over the past 3 months. Every day, every night, all day, all night, all day, all night. You know, every single friend around me has went blum, 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 blum. But I'm glad, because now look what I'm left with. Nice people, good people. And they slag Alice all over this app as well, you know what I mean? And she's a lovely woman. You don't know nothing about her. You know, so look at what yous are doing for no reason to any of these people. So, and I'm glad Canadian Angie shows who she was, because I'll never be friends with anybody who lets me down again in 2025, and I've done that so far, you know that. So I was saying here that I wasn't liking Delusive Angie. Yes, she was nice when it came to the whole, because she thinks that she can say, well, I stuck up for Evil Queen, and that makes everything okay. You can do whatever you want, say whatever you want about me, you know what I mean? Try to isolate me, say that you're going to take this down and that down, because you're below me. That's all it is. Oh, and then you can't even take your own knickers down for a wash. So
Friends of Canadian Angie, Corey.
EQ reacts to Delusive Angie talking about Canadian Angie.
No.
Yeah, well, she hates me now.
She's trolling me. She's shouting at me. Doesn't come in. This is when Gracie was here.
She's too much of a flip-flop. Like 1 minute she's fine, the next minute she just kicks off.
She just kicked off at me for no reason, and that's because she thought
It's not no reason. Canadian Angie is valid.
I ran a bully live on her.
I stuck up for it every step of the way, as a friend would. Not because I had to, not to prove anything, just because I was really friends. Everything's sticking up for Canadian Angie. There's loads, honestly, so many. Look, EQ reacts to Angie saying she's too soft. Look.
Yeah, you know.
Angie thinks EQ is boring and has lost her touch and says the medication has made her soft. Oh my god. She's playing on my health condition all the time. I'm making more money than I've ever made. I'm attracting lots more better people around. Thank you, Racing Girl. I love you so much. Racing Girl, you are amazing. Thank you so much, beautiful. Make sure to all give my Racing Girl a follow. Pin yourself, Racing Girl, love.
You know what? I'm not going to lie. I find EQ quite boring these days.
Well, just don't watch then, love. It's quite simple, you know what I mean? Look how calm I am, you know what I mean? Said this, you sound like Chelsea Leart over and over and over again. But still, you can't stop watching. I think I'll stick to my formula of just 3 hours a night. And, you know, and the last few nights, bloody hell, I've been in £700, 600, 900. So I'm not going to change something when I'm only on social media as a job to make money. So there we go. That's why I've closed it down, and they're all going, she only had 700 views. I was like, I made £2,000 last night. £2,000 with 700 people. £2,000 in my bank. Oh, look at her views. Fuck your views. I know you sit there all day long and all day and night long, and it's your whole life, but it's not mine. So not my whole life. This is her life for those 3 hours. Stay live yourself and do your own shit.
As well. Yeah, I mean, she takes so long to start, and then when she does start, it's just stop. And you're like, for God's sake, play that goddamn video.
But why would I play a video that's on the FYP and readily available that people have already seen? I'm here for my all responses, these videos, aren't they? All responses. You became...
Then shut your...
reacts to the Delusive Angie. So it's all FYP. I haven't targeted her. I haven't bullied her. I haven't bullied any of these people. They're all lying because they have to. I'm more successful than all of them. Here we go. This is the clip that she's saying started it all. So it's like, it's never ending, you know what I mean? But I'm glad everyone sees them for what they are, but I have the same sympathy you have for Delusive for me, especially since I've got a brain condition which affects my thinking and the way I said have the same sympathy for me that you're giving to Delusive by saying, oh, she's got BPD, you know, she's got issues and all that. So that's what I was saying. Behave, you know. Not during me, Evil Queen, because that was my act. But people are holding me to, oh, she says bad things, not because of it. No, I've never said nothing because of ADHD. My reactions and the way I react to situations and the extreme that can be impacted by my ADHD. And that's not me blaming and saying, oh, I've just said there, I never, ever blame any words that come out of my mouth on ADHD. But my brain responses are hugely different to others. This is because I have a neurodiverse brain which can't understand certain situations, and then I end up going, ah! But that's not right, that people should abuse my capacity in my brain, you know what I mean? And look what Canadian Angie's been doing. It's because of her ADHD, a sensitivity. Like, no, it's not. You're one of those abusers, Canadian Angie. You say to people, oh, go and have another drink if you're an alcoholic, you know what I mean? Or if you've got depression, go and have another... No, have you took your tablet today? You're evil, horrible people. And at least I'm not unlike yous. And I'm glad. I don't want any of yous. I'm glad to be sitting on my own. I'm glad. And I mean on this app. Before you cherry pick that. Look, she's sitting on her own. Of course, I'm in my own home. 37 years of age. Where do you want me to be? I mean... So that invalidates her claims that my issue and her issue is to do with ADHD when it wasn't. Look, she sits in constantly.
Oh, fuck off, he does.
As me playing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't sit playing here on my live. We do FYP, and if there's a clip, we play it. But not the way she does, look. Even last night. Even last night, she was talking about Alice and everything. Look what they've all been saying.
If Angie does that, she can have 10 unis off me.
Well, he owes you 10 unis now because you've been coming for me with your little people. So let's see Corey put his money where his mouth is.
One after another.
There you go. So people are being offered financial means to do the X, Y, and Z. Am I having to do that? You don't bring it onto TikTok. You know what I mean? So Canadian Angie's hugely upset because I'm outrageous. You know what I mean?
But because I was...
And that's what has been said by everybody, even these people. If it's a real friend, you wouldn't bring it onto TikTok, would you? So I considered it real.
Live at the time.
And I brought Nout onto TikTok. She did it all. So stop acting the victim, Canadian Angie. We've got all the proof. You can go back 4 years. We're not talking about 4 years ago, we're talking about now. If you go back 4 years, it means you've been lying. You're the deceiver. It means you've been hoodwinking me. Because I genuinely thought we had a friendship. So it just shows you to be that person. So you can chat all you like about this, that and the other. I can go back 4 years. You've been fake and false and nobody can trust you now. You've outed my messages for nothing. I didn't out any of yours. I don't out any friends' messages ever. The only time I'd ever release any messages of her, I was like the other day. You know, she was trying to black me up with my own. So I played my own, not hers. Nothing to do with down. Just my own that she tried to blackmail me with. It wasn't blackmail, it was. What else was it then? You know what I mean? You forced me into telling everybody that we weren't friends anymore. Forced me. I had no choice. You already know what's going on in this app. You've been there to support me, apparently. So you wanted to let everybody speculate all day. Oh, Eva Queen, look, she's going to get revealed for who she really is. I am who I say I am here. There is no secrets. There's nothing hidden. If I'm guilty of all these crimes, why am I not arrested? Why am I not picked up and arrested, and why am I in jail? I've done all these heinous things against children, this, that, and the other, apparently, according to yous. So why are you just sitting there with me on the app then? Or not? Shouldn't I be in jail? Here we go. So this is what she turns around and keeps saying, everyone.
I'm not friends with anyone on this app. Oh, thank you.
So Canadian Angie's gone with someone who says I'm not friends with anybody on the app. But I was.
Because I know EQ could easily tomorrow throw me under the bus. And so could the rest. You know what I mean? What do you mean? If you all behaved yourself for a week, what would EQ have for a show? Well, this is what I'm saying. EQ loves
me own life. You just complained that I don't play much of the videos because I'm talking about myself. So what would I have if I didn't have your clips? My own life, because it's so interesting. Thank you, Jennifer. Otherwise you wouldn't be all obsessed with it. Yous are all obsessed, not yous. All these people are obsessed with my life. It's all about me. They've got to talk about me to get anywhere on this app.
Loves the drama because it gives her FYP. Everybody does. And I can tell you, if I was not on here, they would have nothing to talk about. Because I say we, if you don't mind if we say we, are the FYP. Do you understand? Absolutely. Do you feel for him, you know, or can't?
All right, well, you're not going to diagnose me
but...
because I've already been diagnosed.
Thank you so much, Jay.
No, I don't.
Thank
because
you.
I do feel like someone has put it out there. There's no excuse to be horrible to other people.
Make sure to
because
follow
you've been
Jay,
diagnosed
everyone.
with it. It's the same with
Thank
anything.
you, Jay.
Because you're diagnosed with BPD or bipolar, that condition does not give you the right to be horrible to people. And
I've always been horrible to people. What are you talking about? You're acting like I've took a tablet, said I've got ADHD, and that's everything. No. What are you talking about? I'm on medication the other day. You know what I mean? When the Talia stuff happened, it's not an instant fix. It doesn't mean you're fixed. It just helps you to manage your condition, not alleviate you from it. I can still get there, as you seen the other day with the Talia thing. I was so enraged what they were saying about me. Like, blah, it all come out, and I did the bye-bye baby, this, that, and the other. So, yeah, I don't blame ADHD for any words that come out of my mouth, but my reactions and responses are hugely different. Go and research the condition. I have something called combination ADHD, if anyone wants to Google all these symptoms that they invalidate and say, but, like, you don't have to look at me. You can go through your little checklist, and it's not just one thing, it's all of them, love, because I've got combination. I take dexamphetamine tablets. And yeah, so I talk about my ADHD, it doesn't mean I'm blaming it. I just understand myself a bit more. Have I proved to you that what she's saying is lies, and it hasn't come from that? It's always been going. She's been doing it for a while now, for over 3 months, even longer if I went back, but I don't need to. I'm not trying to say I've got any problem with what she's saying, everybody, but she's lying. It's the lie. So I'm not asked that she holds those opinions, that she's said that FYP. So remember this, everybody, when she starts saying it's FYP. I'm not complaining. I don't have a complaint about anything that she said to me. I don't have a complaint. I'm not bothered. But you're telling people lies, so I've had to show that it's a build-up. It's not just one thing, and it's not just, oh, you've been saying, let's get Kate and AD and Angie away from her. Let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. Look, this was you lying the next day when you'd arranged to meet up with Rickster, and we've heard you play the call now, so we know that you're a liar. So I had to do it to save face. So I was saving face because I had so much else going on. I couldn't have took another person, you know, like doing that. You know, at the time, I could have, obviously, but like it was like the last thing that I wanted. But I told everyone the very, very next day. But this was her reaction after gifting me that money when she knew what she'd done.
Us, okay. Now that or something like that. That's what she said. It definitely was a plan. Yes, guys, you failed, guys.
Evil Queen did turn and said, "You know what, Angie, you are a wrong un. You are this. That's when Canadian Angie has to make her stand there and then say, you know what, I'm either going to side with Evil Queen.
All part of the plan.
There was no plan.
Or Angie, because...
Now you all know there was no plan, it was just her.
Unfortunately, in that...
Imagine calling me up when you seen how upset I was. Like, like that was through everything that was going on, you know what I mean? So when they say, oh, she said the way to break you was mentally... I never actually did anything, I say words. You know what I mean? I do my FYP, do a little few tongue-in-cheeks. But look at what you do, look at what you all do, who dare to talk about me. I'm glad you're all gone. You know when they sit there and go, she's got no one now. Good. I want these people far away from me. The sooner people expose themselves, the better. Do it more. You know what I mean? More people around me, I want you to, because I want to get rid of you. I'm whittling it down now. No new people are coming around me. And, you know, on live, anyone can spend £3, can't they? So nobody's getting my number like that unless they're sending me thousands of pounds. Sorry to say, you know, those who've got my number, I'll continue to talk to you. As soon as you breach it, you're gone. But because I don't feel like I have to not say things because I don't have nothing to hide. And £3, but it's like yesterday. So me and Cabbage were talking on WhatsApp, and I made a valid point to Cabbage, and I said, see the way you've just said, because Cabbage said to me, we're all fuming, you know, we wanted to wait for your direction of what to do about Canadian Angie, but we're all waiting to say something. We've been waiting for a while, we've seen what you've been doing. And I said, listen, I said, you go and do what you want. Yes, I could do with a bit of support right now, to be honest. But if she played that in a year's time and said, look, she was manipulating me, that's what these people are trying to do. They're trying to make out lies. Like that Rosie one saying she's given my voice message around. I literally tried to help that girl because of what he'd recently done to me. And he did do it to her as well. As we seen, he didn't stay with her or nothing, did he? So it was literally all to get at me. So when I'm sitting there, and I remember I was going through a lot myself. I was crying on live and everything and trying to support her at the same time. So I was emotional as well. So I'm going to a, yeah, so honestly, join Canadian Angie's box of a night time. It's a safe space, you know, and so I'm helping her. I'm trying to help her, but she's trying to say, look, she was trying to manipulate me while saying, Jack was sat there, it was 2 a.m, we were doing it so that she'd leave us alone. So they sat there lying again, so everybody around me who's done these things, who say I'm the worst, they've all lied to me. But I'm never, ever going to allow yous around me again, none of yous. All these people who've turned now, stay turned, because you're never coming back. It doesn't matter how nice you are about me, it doesn't matter changing. And I'm having no fake people around me. And as soon as you do one thing, you're out. And I don't give a shit.
In that argument, there has to be...
I owe nobody anything now. That's the funny thing about it, everyone. They're going to need me before I need them. For my support on something. No. Because I'm a massive voice on this app. That's why, look at all these clips, all me, all about me, everyone talking about me. Let's click on a few people to show everybody talking about me. So don't chat shit, it's all about me. Canadian Angie, Delusive Angie, Corey, Tori, and fucking